Welcome to Wild Breakaway. I'm Audra Martin, joined by Wes Walz. The Minnesota Wild fall 3-1 to the visiting Pittsburgh Penguins. And earlier today, Mike Yeo said you never really know what you're going to get from your team following a 3-day Christmas break. Could be a great game, could be a sloppy game. And tonight, unfortunately, it was more of the latter, as his team really just couldn't keep up with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Yeah, the Wild were able to keep that trend going of 1-6-1 games after Christmas here over the last 7 or 8 years. And we're really outclassed, outskated, out-hit, out-forechecked, out-competed pretty much from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. The Wild had a bit of a push in the third period when Pittsburgh had kind of called the dogs off a little bit, got some great goaltending by a rookie goaltender. But really the Minnesota Wild here tonight against the Pittsburgh Penguins, Audra, were outmatched and outskated the whole night.
And here's a look at tonight's final stats. When it comes to shots on goal, that really could have been a lot worse. At one point, Pittsburgh had 3 times the amount of shots that Minnesota had put up at that point in the game. Power play, 0 for 4. Never want to see that from the Minnesota Wild. Unfortunately, they just couldn't capitalize tonight. And here's Mike Yeo following tonight's 3-1 loss.
I would say that the execution from their defenseman was better than ours, but their execution of their forwards was better than ours too. So that's puck support wasn't there, but there was, just like I said, there was a lot of plays where we just seemed to want to slap the puck to somebody else, to give somebody else our garbage instead of settling it down, moving our feet, making a tape-to-tape play.
So up next, the Minnesota Wild go back to work again. Another Eastern Conference team with the Detroit Red Wings in town, and that's a team they are never out of it. They play well no matter what the situation, and now they find themselves atop the standings again.
Zetterberg, Datsuk, Kronwall, some of the guys that have been around the Detroit Red Wings for a long time. Very, very solid club, and obviously the Minnesota Wild did not play a great game here tonight. But last time I checked, you can only lose 1 game in 1 night. And the Minnesota Wild need to put this game behind them. They're not playing great hockey right now, the last 3 or 4 games. After coming off a stretch for about 8 or 10 games where they were lights out, pretty much unbeatable, they've digressed a little bit and in the last 3 or 4 games, and it's up to Mike Yeo and his staff and the leadership group in that locker room, Audra, to get this train back on the tracks. They need to play better. I think everyone understands that, and it needs to start Monday night against the Detroit Red Wings.
Yep, so all day Sunday to forget about this tough loss tonight. We look forward to seeing you Monday night, 6:30 for Wild Live. For Wes Walz, I'm Audra Martin. Thanks for joining us on Wild Breakaway.